Hello, everybody, and welcome to another episode of Mafufu Speaks. So, this podcast will continuing from the last podcast, which was pretty much an introduction, to the topic, natural hair. So, this is part 2 of the natural hair podcast. So, on this podcast, we'll be talking about oils for your hair, like natural hair products. So I'll start off with my personal favorite, which is shea butter. So even though shea butter has like a lot of benefits, there are 5 major benefits of shea butter. What I'll also do is I'll put the links to the sites, some of the sites that I've visited to like just gather all this information for you and package it, and then you guys will just go there if you're interested on reading up more on it, and then you'll go there and then you'll read up for yourselves, and then just check out what else the websites talk about with regards to natural hair and then products that you can use on your natural hair. So the first benefit of shea butter is that it's a hair softener. So like I've like used it myself, like I use it like myself, so I can attest to this that it is as a softener. It makes your hair softer. Or like what you need to do is just to include it in your hair regimen. I've not started using it on my skin yet. I mostly use it for just for like my hair, but I'm also thinking that I'm gonna whip up, a batch that I'm gonna use on my skin as well. So the essential fatty acids in shea butter deeply penetrate into your hair shaft to smooth and soften the hair strands. So when used often and consistently, shea butter can turn your hard hair into a silky soft head of hair that you want to like play with all the time, and it will be easier for you to style. Shea butter is also rich in vitamins A and E. It also helps with dryness, and it repairs breakage, and it mends split ends. So I would also recommend that rather go for like unrefined shea butter, and like A grade pure unrefined shea butter. Then you can either use it like that, or you can use essential oils such as rosemary, carrot, lemon oil for like the smell, fragrancing, and also to just lock in the moisture as well. It also acts. The second benefit is that it acts as a hair sealant. So it's ideal. Ideal for holding moisture, and for a longer period of time. So even if you have like coarse to medium hair, you can use it. Like even other hair types, I think you'll just have to like play around with it. But most people with different hair types have never really complained about using shea butter. So yeah, like I think that's just one of the other benefits of it, and you must just be consistent, with it when you use it. It also protects against damaging hair manipulation treatments, So like you might find that if you still, use dryers, straighteners, curl ones, whatever tools you use to manipulate and style your hair, it will help protect your hair against that. And then it also soothes itchy scalp, so it's very effective in soothing a dry itchy scalp or dandruff. And then it has anti-inflammatory properties which absorb into the skin without leaving a greasy residue or clogging your pores. So, and also the essential fatty acids in shea butter, such as stearic. I can't know this thing. Some of this words I cannot read. Like some of like the fatty. Let me just say the fatty acids that are in shea butter. They help to provide relief against dry scalp, a dry scalp basically. And then also it helps protect your hair against the heat and UV rays, because it has been found to contain low levels of UV protection around SPF 6, and then it makes for a great sunscreen for your hair in hot climates or during summertime. So we're in South Africa, those of us who are in South Africa, it gets really, really hot, so the shea butter will coat the surface of your hair, then acting as a barrier against the damaging effects of the sun, and then I will also put a link to websites, like I said earlier, that you can just go and read up on it. I can't list all of them, for the sake of time, because I still wanna. I've spent 5 minutes already talking about shea butter, but then I feel like that's because it's my favorite. And then the next oil that we're going to talk about is coconut oil, and the benefits that coconut oil has for your hair. So coconut oil is made up of a class of saturated fatty acids, which help in smoothing the scalp and keeping it soft. So a soft and moisturized scalp promotes hair growth, because then there are no dead or dry skin cells to clog the hair follicle. And also the other benefits of coconut oil on natural hair is that it lessens hair breakage, and also the oil adds to the strength of the hair shaft. So this is particularly beneficial to people who have dry hair, because then it reduces breakage. And also, this will also lead to a higher chance of, longer lengths and growing hair healthily, So, those are just some of the benefits of using coconut oil on your hair. And then the benefits of using jojoba oil or jojoba oil, but I call it jojoba oil, but it's apparently it's pronounced jojoba oil. Ho, 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 Merry Christmas, whatever. So now it contains vitamin A, D, and E, and I can't pronounce that word, guys. So it regulates the sebum. And then it regulates the sebum production. So since the scalp is the root of the hair, so that contributes to how your hair grows. So now a healthy scalp then means that you are going to grow more hair, so it helps to moisturize the hair and keep it healthy, and maybe if your scalp doesn't produce enough sebum, hopefully I'm pronouncing it properly, it can lead to if your scalp doesn't produce enough of it, it can lead to dull, dry hair, and resulting in split ends and premature hair fall. So if you use jojoba oil, then it assists in the production of the sebum. Hopefully I'm pronouncing it correctly. And then it keeps, another benefit of jojoba oil is that it keeps the scalp clean and healthy, And then it also fights scalp infections. It's good for treating dry hair, So it's not only good for your scalp. It's also good for, you're actually applying it on the hair that is already on your actual hair that has already grown out of your scalp. And then it promotes it promotes hair growth, because when your scalp is healthy and you're able to grow hair from your scalp, and you also use it to retain the growth by also using it on your hair, then you're gonna grow long, healthy, beautiful hair. And then the next oil we're gonna talk about is carrot oil. The benefits of using carrot oil. Carrot oil has many nutrients which are good for your hair, like vitamin A and E. And these nutrients are capable of promoting hair growth and can even prevent hair loss, which indirectly then helps you to retain the growth that you've that you've achieved through using all these different products, carrot oil included. So when you use it regularly, it also strengthens your hair and it makes your hair shinier. So the major benefits are the stimulation of hair growth. It makes the hair smooth, soft, and shiny. It improves blood circulation. It strengthening of the hair roots, and it also prevents hair from environmental damages like sunlight and pollution. In order to achieve optimal or maximum benefit, it's important to use all these products, whichever oil you use, or whether it's a combination of all the oils, on a regular basis. And then now we are going to do the last oil, which is lemon oils or lemon oil. The benefits of lemon oil on your hair and on your scalp. So lemon has many benefits for the hair and scalp, and it can help with both oily and dry scalp issues. Lemon and lemongrass all excellent natural oils for your hair. Not only do they cleanse the scalp, but they also help your hair stay healthy and shine. The citrus flavored oil, it comes from the glands of the lemon rinds. So if you have like dry scalp and like dry hair or hair breakage and all of those things, lemon oil can actually assist with that as well. And then what I've noticed that most of these oils have similar benefits, so it will be up to you which one is more accessible to you and which one it's more affordable to you. You can add lemon oil to like maybe your conditioner, or you can just buy a conditioner that already has lemon in it. So if it doesn't, then whatever shampoo you're using, you can just add a few drops of lemon oil into your shampoo or your conditioner or your soap, and then you use it on your hair. You can even use it on your body, but then the focus of this podcast was mainly for like uses on your hair. And then also, before I forget, another website that you guys should check out for like all these essential oils and different types of oils and shea butter, mango butter, and all of those things. I haven't started using mango butter yet because I've just been so in love with shea butter, but then I'm thinking of getting it and just trying it and see how my hair reacts to mango oil. So once I've done that, maybe I'll do a podcast on that or something. I have not decided. So the website I was telling you about is sharehealing.co.za. I will put the link in the description box for that website as well. So this was just a little podcast about the natural products that I use on my hair. And then to wash my hair, I use African black soap. So what I've done is I've just taken like a bar of African black soap, and then I cut it up, and then I make it into like a shampoo. But then that will probably be like another podcast where then I'll talk about how I make my lemon my carrot oil, lemon oil, the shampoo, and my homemade cream, shea butter cream, and all of those things. So that's like a separate podcast. So I'm thinking that will be like maybe part 3 of the Let's Talk Hair series of like my podcast. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast. Do like, subscribe, share, and I'll continue to put out more content. And yeah.